Madam Speaker, I'm honored to yield 2 minutes to the gentlelady from Texas, a valued member of our committee, Ms. Bernice Johnson.
Gentlelady from Texas is recognized for 2 minutes.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker, and let me thank my chair, my ranking member and chair of the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee. I rise to speak in support of the provisions included in the Senate version of the reauthorization. It was my hope that we would have a longer-term bill, one that would reauthorize surface transportation, transit, and rail provisions for several years. And I support the Senate version because it will provide certainty to the state departments of transportation, transit agencies, and contractors that will help create and sustain jobs for out-of-work Americans. Most of the roads and bridges in this country are in serious disrepair, and states and municipalities are unable to address these needs with piecemeal extensions. The Senate bill preserves transit funding and continues funding major transit programs from the Highway Trust Fund. I was very concerned with the elimination of transit funding included in the House version. Transit funds are essential to both urban and rural areas by providing alternative transportation, easing congestion, and reducing emissions. In addition, I support the expansion of TIFIA program to $1 billion annually and the modifications that make it easier for public transportation agencies with dedicated revenue sources to apply for TIFIA loans. Madam Speaker, we are currently operating under the 9th extension of Safety Loop. This really is unacceptable, and we owe it to the American people to address our crumbling infrastructure and to get them back to work. I voted for the most recent extension of Safety Loop, but for the purpose of getting to where we are now, so we could get to conference and consider the Senate amendment to H.R. 48 in conference. And I implore my colleagues to support the instructions to put the Senate Transportation Bill before us in conference so that we can bring it to the floor. Thank you, and I yield back.